Okay, so this video, my students can go ahead and skip. We've already installed the Arduino IDE on here, and we've also already mounted our board on a protective surface, so we don't have to worry about shorting it out. So, but if this is your first time, the first thing you have to do is you've got to go ahead and get the software. The easiest thing to do, I think, is simply to go to whatever search engine you want and type in Arduino, and from there, whoops, I did not want to do that, sorry, Arduino, and go to the home page, and from there you can see there's actually will be lots of options. You can actually do cloud programming on many of these devices. I really just like having it downloaded, so I go with software here, and then choose whichever flavor you need for your own system. Okay, I'm running a Windows machine here. Most of my students are on Macs, so they're running something like this. You download it, you install it, and then you will have the Arduino IDE. Okay, and currently I do not have anything plugged in. All right, it's just sitting here because I am actually going to show you what I do to protect the board. But if it is connected, what should happen is I will plug this in, and if first time you do it, it takes a little while. So I've done it before, and of course mine immediately found this Nano Every. Hopefully you'll get a window down here that says it's installing some connection, and then when you come up here you'll be able to pull down, you'll be able to find the Every. And then from there, it'll actually install some additional softwares. Might take a few minutes to get there, but it should work pretty smoothly to get yourself set up. If it is in fact working correctly, you will see whatever processor you're using. Again, we're using an Every. It should be bold. If I click this, you'll see some of my other ports that are currently unused. You could on a couple of circumstances, I've seen computers get confused. A new COM port will in fact pop up. You can choose this, and you can go manually find your device and say okay if you want to this way. Okay, but I'm going to cancel that. Mine is set up, it's working great. So the next thing I do want to do is show you guys, and again you can exit this video at any time. We run ours on a protective surface, especially in the winter time. Classes get to be, the humidity gets to be pretty low, and I'm always worried that something's going to shock. So I have these things, we just laser cut them on our laser cutter, super fast and easy. Gives you lots of holes for mounting and testing a variety of different things. Actually, I'll show you one that's more loaded. Hold on one second. This is more like what it looks like when my students get closer to the end, done with the end of the term. You can see that I've got the board, it's mounted, I've got a relay on here, I've got an LCD display, real-time clock, some sort of connections, excuse me, and it just keeps everything super nice and organized. Works real well. So let's get this mounted. It takes a moment. I have this area on this laser cut designated, and all we want to do is we want to mount it preferably with some kind of spacer. We wouldn't have to, but the soldering is sometimes uneven, and it certainly looks a little bit better if you do. And then just put it in. Lightly screw it in to give yourself a little bit of working room. Again, I'm using a spacer, and I'm not going to show up. We'll probably end this here, and I'll show you quickly what it looks like when it's all said and done. I'll pause this for a moment while I put the rest of these screws in. Okay, so here you can see it's mounted. This is going to give us lots of room to put breadboards and various other things that we want to attach onto this board. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. We should see it light up. In fact, there it is. And if I switch over to my IDE, you can see this is now bold and it is ready to go. So this was a short video, again, perfectly optional, but I'm going to go ahead and start the next one, and I'll see you soon.